Hey, what's going on guys? SkyfuryDX here and welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me, clicking on another one of my videos, being here with me as I bring you this tier list. This is the first time that I've made a tier list video, so hopefully it's good, hopefully you like it. This tier list is basically just going to be all of the Dokkanfest exclusive units that have come out since and including the 5-year anniversary, and I'm just going to put them in an order of basically just how high I rate these units in terms of their valuability. So how valuable a unit has been since they've come out, that's basically what this is going to be. This isn't going to be like the most powerful to the least powerful, so just keep that in mind. So I am going to make myself small right now, and we're going to start this video. Okay, here we go. Remove myself from the screen so we can all see what we're doing here. And yeah, basically there are 18 units here. 18 Dokkanfest exclusives since and including the 5-year anniversary LRs that have come out in the last cycle, the last yearly cycle. So because there's so many units, I'm not going to go like super in depth on like all of them, otherwise this is going to be like an hour-long video and I kind of want to keep this one down a little bit. Okay, so first off we have got this Exchange Boo. Tech Exchange Boo, we're just going to grab him and we're just going to throw him down the bottom there. Tech Exchange Boo is like the worst. Like he's like this form right here and this form, if they get hit, if they take damage, you're going to take a lot of damage. These guys just absolutely just trash, man. Like they're bad. Super Boo here, on the other hand, pretty good. Like actually really solid, but it just takes so long to get him out. And I mean, his first two forms are just really not too good at all. 17th spot, we've got Tech Genember. Pretty unfortunate that in slot number 18 and 17 is we've got the two extreme tech units, but I mean that just seems to be like a bit of a sort of something that Akatsuki is doing. They don't really like extreme tech for some reason. Basically like this Genember here, he is at least like pretty defensive. This transformed Super Genember, he's like really good, but it just takes so long to get him out. And this guy here, just his conditions behind his passive skill are really tough. Like you need to get 4 orbs of one color and 2 rainbow key spheres to really get him working. On top of that, this guy has got no key links whatsoever. So putting this guy on the team is gonna like really, I mean, unless he's getting orbs and rainbow orbs, this guy is really going to hurt you. Tech Genember, just like a really badly designed unit. And the 16th slot, pretty controversial one, but we've got these guys right here, Blue Goku and Vegeta. Basically the problem with these guys right here is these guys need rainbow key spheres, and the teams that you really want to run them on, which are like the Universal Survival Saga or the Reps of Universe 7, like something like that, you've got no rainbow orb changes. So I mean that's really just too bad for them. I mean they're pretty good on the Kamehameha team. Kamehameha has got a few units that can make some rainbow key spheres, but basically, especially after like the 6-year anniversary when that's coming up, these guys just end up having no place whatsoever on the Reps of Universe 7 team. Like just for example, if I open up Reps of Universe 7 right here, obviously the units that you know, the premium units we're all going to be running, but I mean this Tien and Roshi free-to-play unit right here, Reps of Universe 7 category allies, key +3 and attack and defense 40%. I'd prefer to be running this guy in the 3rd slot with like MUI Goku or Blue Evolution Vegeta, LI Goku and Frieza in main rotations. You know, like as far as this guy goes, you know, he's hungry for key. Okay, if there was some way of sort of providing this guy a bit of utility, he would be a lot higher on the list. But just like in terms of like how valuable the unit is, I don't think the value for this guy is really there. This unit here does have like, he can look like he's one of the best units in the game as well, but I mean, I've just got him pretty low down on this list, just based on how much I use him, how much I think that I will use him. Like if Reps of Universe 7 or Universal Survival Saga gets Rainbow Key Changer, then that'll probably really change where this guy would be on this list, but at the moment, like, he is where he is. 15, we have got Kefla. And now, pretty controversial as well, having Kefla above Blue Evolution, Vegeta, and Blue Goku. But at least, like, Kefla here, Kefla has got a bit of a purpose. Okay, she's the leader of Rapid Growth and Universe 6, and she's very useful on both these teams, just because they're, like, full up with the Universe 6 girls. Okay, so her problem, though, is she's aged, like, a bit. She's also really hungry for key spheres as well, so look at this, launch additional super with 6 or more key spheres obtained, and it's just really hard to get her as enough key that is going to make her, like, really good. On top of that, she is taking a bit more damage than what I'd like to have her taking, and she's not really, like, with power creep, her damage is sort of really getting left behind in the dust. So there's Kefla at 15. 14, we have got Broly. Broly's like fantastic unit, man. I really enjoy using this Broly when I do use this Broly, but I find myself not actually using Broly too often. Like, I've just got him at 55% and he's like triple supering and things like that. It's crazy. This unit right here, if I like had him rainbowed or like a couple of dupes in him, and like, he would just be like a whole bunch better. And like, that doesn't necessarily mean that he'd be higher on this list, but wow, what a powerful unit. His real problem, right, is his planetary destruction and movie bosses. We want to just open up movie bosses and have a quick look at movie bosses right here. And like, there's not really anyone here that Global can really run alongside this Broly, apart from like Dragon Ball Super Saiyan Broly, or perhaps like this guy right here. But yeah, like, the movie bosses team at the moment, not really too much going on in movie bosses. The fact that when we do get the same name update, he's not going to link up well with, well, he's not going to link up at all with STR LR Broly. This guy here, maybe in time, maybe when we get like more of the sort of, you know, the good stuff that's coming out that we're surely building up to, like the movie hero celebrations and like all of that, then this guy is going to get like better units that can be run alongside him. But overall, he's like a very, very solid unit. After he super attacks as well, he's just a defensive wall as well. So Broly, like, really good unit. Just low down on this list because there's not really, like, just can't really use him as much as what I would really like to use him. Coming in at the 13th slot is Pikachu. Pikachu definitely better than the Tech Genember that came out alongside him. It's a lot easier to get Pikachu's effects from his passive than what it is Genember. And this guy right here provides like pretty good support, and he's also like pretty defensive as well. So the Pikachu's got definitely some uses. I could definitely see myself using this Pikachu a lot more than all of the other units that I've got on this list so far. So that's why Pikachu's at 13. Gotenks. Gotenks is at 12. Now, Gotenks here is also suffering a bit of the same issue that Tech Exchange Boo is, except this is the only form of his that is really, that sucks. Okay, this form right here is good, it's got some good damage reduction. This form right here is just like an absolute machine. You know, it's not uncommon to be seeing like triple supers here getting like 7 million attack stat per super. Like this guy here really does a lot of damage. But the first form's just pretty ass. But he's on a whole bunch of categories right here, and you're really going to use this Gotenks quite often if you've got him. So the 11th slot is we've got Bojack. Where's our boy Bojack? Here he is. Bojack here. Bojack's leading space traveling warriors and time travelers. Just going to take a quick look at both of these categories right here, and as you can see, this one here is stacked. Time travelers is even more stacked. Like, look at these summonable LRs that are on this category, man. This Bojack right here, very, very good unit. He does he does all right damage as well. He's quite defensive, and just his support ability for the space traveling warriors, very, very good unit. And then you transform into this guy, and he's also doing pretty substantial damage as well. So definitely going to get a lot of use out of this Bojack, which is why that has netted him a ranking of 11. The 10th unit here is Goten and Trunks. Goten and Trunks also, like, I mean, I've got these guys. I got these guys at I think I got them at 69%, and they are one link away from full level 10 links now. These guys are awesome, man. Like, they're really, really good. I mean, once you get their active skill, they are like just exceptional if they've managed to get a few dodges behind them. But just like when they start out, they're just like, it just takes them a little bit too much to get enough key to like super attack. I've quite often find myself missing out on super attacks with this guy. Obviously, like, if I'm sort of running him with support, then it's not an issue whatsoever because he's supering like quite easily. But just sort of like in a Super Battle Roads setting or like a GT Goku setting, something like that, really want to be running with these guys with support. And unless you've got some really solid support, then your support's just going to get blown away. So that's my only really issue with these guys here, is just like getting key, and just like if they were a little bit more defensive. Okay, but like very, very solid unit. Gifted Warriors and Kamehameha, some of the most solid categories in the whole game. Really stacked, so they can build like crazy teams with these guys, and like you'd want to run them as a leader because they're good. They're very good, and their active skill as well is just like awesome. You know, like to be able to guaranteed dodge for one turn, that's really good. Coming in at 9th, we've got Frieza. Now, Frieza is the most versatile unit in the game, pretty much. Like, I absolutely love this Frieza. I don't actually have this Frieza yet. I could have bought him with some coins, but for some reason I just didn't pick him up. This Frieza is... he's got the best transformation condition of the whole game. As soon as this guy shows up, it doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is, it just does not matter. You can transform with him straight away. This Frieza right here, he's going to be stacking his defense, so probably good to keep this guy around for a little bit. And then you transform into this guy and just like damage. On top of that, Frieza doesn't really take too much damage either. So, I mean, this Frieza is definitely a really, really solid unit. Coming in at 8th slot is we've got Bootanks. Bootanks here, just, you know, worldwide download celebration, summonable LR, Dokkanfest exclusive here. We are stacking our defense and our attack on 12 and 18 keys here. So, I mean, you transform with this guy and he's got a really, really easy transform condition. Like this guy right here with big bad bosses, like he's doing 7+ million attack stats. Can triple super with him as well quite easily. And getting his transformation is really not difficult at all. This Bojack is really, really good, and especially like he got some help when the Link level update came out and they like reworked margin. That's just such a powerful Link right now, and he's able to give himself a whole bunch of ki, and he can really make himself quite useful. So that's why we've got Bojack at slot 8. Coming in at slot number 7 is we've got GT Goku, and just like a spoiler alert here, we got GT Vegeta at slot 6. So we're just going to move these guys up into their respective positions, and I'm just going to move the remaining units that we've still got to do here up as well. So basically the thing with Goku and Vegeta, they're basically like the same unit, except they function slightly different. That slight difference actually gives Vegeta the upper hand here. Find that Vegeta is probably more versatile across all of the other categories that he's on that aren't sort of GT-centric categories, rather than this Goku. Vegeta gives himself his defense just for free. For Goku, to get that defense, you need to have GT heroes around. So if you don't have GT heroes around, then this Goku is going to get hit really, really hard. Whereas this Vegeta here, I mean, you can run him on a Vegeta's family team and not have a single other GT unit around, and he's still going to be quite good defensively. So that's why I've got Vegeta just ranked a little bit higher than what I do Goku. You'll see that I actually really value the defense in this day and age rather than the attack. I think that defense on a unit is a lot more important than attack, especially with these difficult modes that are coming out, like Extreme Super Battle Road, GT Goku event. Yeah. Okay, so next up on the list we have got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I absolutely love using Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. If you manage to get yourself Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you are you're well on your way. This guy right here, like super effective against all types, from the for the first 8 turns of the fight. I mean, that would be I really wish that he just stayed being super effective against all types, like indefinitely. That would make him just a lot better for long events. And if he actually did that, he would probably be like, he'd probably be like 4th on this list, like honestly. Gogeta here is just, I use this guy as often as I can, just because he is like a Chad, okay? You get this guy out and shit just dies, okay? And he's super defensive as well. He's got that chance to counter. Just overall a fantastic unit, and if you've got this guy, you're going to get a whole bunch of use out of him. So the fourth unit on this list is we've got Gohan. I don't really want to talk too much about Gohan, but like Gohan, I honestly would consider just probably the most useful unit in the whole game. Gohan, just like all of these categories that he's on, he works with them like about as good as what he does on all of his categories. Because his link skills just really aren't that great. So I mean, you're really going to struggle with this guy for links. Like if he had better links, he would be perfect. But his links are what they are, and this Gohan right here can, I mean, he can just be used in so many different situations, and like he is just an absolute wall. You know, he's not taking damage after he's super attacked. and like he can just keep stacking that attack. So by the end of events, like this guy can be really looking like one of the best units in the game. This Gohan's actually like phenomenal unit. And that's why I've got him at number 4. I really rate this Gohan like very highly. Number 3 is Vegeta. Vegeta here is, I'm just going to do 3, 2, and 1. 2 we've got Gogeta, and 1 we have obviously got Vegeta again. But we're going to go back to Vegeta. Vegito. Honestly, like this guy's got a superior leader skill over Gogeta, but I find myself really using this Gogeta more often than what I'm using this Vegito. The Potara team hasn't really got too much love in the past year. I mean, it's got this guy, which has just really helped it out. But as far as like the Fusion team goes, I mean, Fusion team have really seen some crazy stuff this past year. I mean, take Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta for example. Take Gotenks, you know, like the Fusion team, and then like movie heroes. Really find myself just running this this Gogeta over Vegito, but they are both fantastic. They work insanely well. When these guys both came out, they were probably around like 1 and 2, but probably tied for the number 1 slot. Like they're definitely a lot more on par with one another than what Blue Evolution Vegeta and MUI Goku are. But then this guy here just came out for the worldwide download celebration, and this guy he's just your ace in the hole for everything, really. Like if you've got this guy, you put him on a team and he is going to carry you. Okay, he's so defensive after his super attack. He can super attack 3 times, raising his defense by 30% every time that he supers. He does exceptionally good damage before he's transformed. He actually takes a bit more damage than what I would like in this Vegito form. But the thing about this Vegito form is he's probably got the single-handedly the best ability in the game, which is this one right here. Being able to see where the enemy is super attacking just completely fodderizes any enemy that you're going up against. And yeah, that's basically why I've got this Vegito here in slot number 1. I mean, the crit counters as well. If you can get crit counters with this guy, they're going to do a crazy amount of damage. Overall, like this unit right here, just an absolute beast. Okay, the categories that they're on as well, that they're leading, Battle of Wits. Majin Buu Saga. Really big categories in there, right? So guys, that's about it for the tier list. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of my list. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace, guys.